Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner. I'm Nina. I have been doing tarot cards for over 30 years. My process is that I meditate. I try to, get into the energies that are present, past, or future, depending on what I'm looking at. And from there, I'll start my reading. So tonight I was doing a meditation with no intention on doing a reading. And then the next thing I started thinking about Merrick Garland, excuse me, because I was thinking about doing a reading about him. And through my meditation, I just start getting a lot of vibes about him. And I know there's a lot of people giving him the side eye. There's a lot of people thinking, you know, what's his deal? Why hasn't he already, locked up and thrown away the key for the dump Trump whole group because they got a garbage fire the size of Manhattan flaming, and it seems like they just keep piling the garbage on. I mean, if you watch my boyfriend, well, boyfriend as in I appreciate him, I appreciate his work, and I appreciate his frustration with Glenn Kushner and Justice Matters, and he's talking about Eastman. What was his name? What was his name? John Eastman's plan to turn over the election. Like, this is like, why aren't they all arrested? Like, it's beyond comprehension. It really and truly is. So it makes it difficult to kind of look at Garland and say, okay, everything is on the up and up. But I have to tell you, man, my spidey senses are usually pretty decent. I was meditating. He came into my peripheral vision, and I saw a man on a mission. I didn't see a man who was kowtowing, or being cowardly. I think sometimes we judge a book by its cover, and he is a quiet, unassuming man, and it's the opposite of what we have been inundated with Trump and all his lackeys. And we've just been, we're so used to having dirt thrown in our face. We don't know what it's like to have somebody who's just putting their head down and doing their job. And let's face it, he hasn't even been there for a whole year. All right, so let's just do a deep dive on Merrick Garland. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say about what's going on, what's happening with him. We're just going to do a whole full Celtic cross just so that we can really get into what's going on. First card up. You gotta laugh, honest to God. Adjustments. First card up, we've got the Fool. So this is the very beginning of this journey. This is a man who's being judged by his cover. I think there is a little bit of naiveness here, but it's not on Merrick Garland. It's on people expecting him to perform miracles before he's even in the job for a year, considering the, garbage fire that Trump and them have on the go, and it's continuously growing. Going against him, ooh, Seven of Wands. So there is a defense against him. There is a defense being built up for Trump and for his lackeys. Because don't forget, this is, if we were just dealing with Trump, this would be over. We're dealing with Trump and the people that supported him. And a lot of these people were Republicans. A lot of these people were the 1%. They're the rich and the famous, and they support whichever sides happens to be in business at the time. So here we're looking at him having a lot of pressure against him. And, look at this character. This is Merrick Garland. He's pretty zen, So underneath it all, money, 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 must be funny. Money is underneath all of this. Trump's money when it comes to his businesses, the illegalness of everything that man touches, the Russia money, the family money, the Trump organization, like everything is underneath this. So if you think that he's going to be in for 6 months, Merrick Garland, and he's just going to be able to just fly through this, he's got the pressure of Trump, Trump family, Trump organizations, Trump laws, lawyers, and the 1% that supported him. They got money, finances. They don't want this all to go easily. In the past, you know what? Coming into this job, he could see the writing on the wall. People think he's naive. He's not. He feels the anxiety because this is not just the detrimental things that have happened, and the DOJ looks so bad, and you just don't trust the legal eagles that you're hearing from. So he feels the pressure and the anxiety of not just what Trump and them have done, the pressure of the people that are still in power and still putting the pressure of their thumb up against them. And the fact is that, just like Glenn Kushner said, democracy was holding on by its nails. That's a scary thought, especially when we're looking at Roe versus Wade coming up in the next little while anyway, let's not, because I can get myself sidetracked pretty easily. On top of it all, of course, we got the moon. Why is Merrick Garland not doing things as fast as what we'd like for him? There is so much unclarity. He doesn't know who to trust. He's looking at the whole situation, and it's not just Donald Dumpy Trumpy. It's the Trump organizations, it's lawyers, it's Giuliani, it's people that are still in their jobs as we speak. This is, such a cauldron of BS. And then on top of it, he has the pressure of trying to bring those to justice that need to come to justice. On top of it, he's trying to figure this all out with nobody to be able to trust, only himself, his intuition. And then the pressure and the schemes that are being done against him. Wicked, wicked. In the future, we've got the devil. But when the devil is reversed, we have a return to normalcy, a return to clarity. So for all the naysayers against Merrick Garland, I truly think that he is being cautious. He is doing it with his eye on the future, not on the past. I think he's allowing New York to have some time because the devil's in the details, and the details are in their money. And you see the pentacle right on the devil's chest. That's Trump and them. Okay. We have the hermit. Again, this is telling us that he's going to be alone. He doesn't have people to trust. And if anything, some of the people that he's been dealing with have really disappointed him. So when you think that he's the one that's causing the issue, it's not. It's the couple of bad apples that ruined the whole bunch that he's having to deal with, and trying to keep the American security and democracy. I mean, the pressure. And here he is alone. But look at the light. This is a man of quality. Don't lose your trust in him. Around, we've got temperance upside down. So for the people of America, everything is unbalanced. Up is down, down is up. Roe versus Wade is in the news. People are acting uncontrollably. And it's not just that, our world has been turned upside down. And when bad things happen, that's when people's real character comes out. And that could be really, really scary. And I think that's what we're seeing now with this mixed bag of good versus evil. But then, is there really good versus evil? Because that's a judgment, isn't it? There's so much we could go down, but we're not going to get into all the philosophical, esoterical stuff that I can go into. I'll just leave it at bay. So what's the fear, the hope? 10 of Cups, but it's reversed. The fear is the betrayal of the U.S., the people of the U.S. There has been total betrayal. The fear is the total betrayal. The hope is for the unification of people back to family values. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Queen of Cups. The outcome is going to be compassion. The outcome is going to be that Merrick Garland has emotional control over this situation and that he is seeing the bigger picture. So if you see him keeping his emotions at bay, don't judge him as being weak. He's holding it together because he knows what's going on. He knows the deep, dark secrets. He knows so much that would frighten a mere mortal. So I truly feel that this is not only Merrick Garland keeping his trying to keep his head straight. This is, when you look at the Queen of Cups, there's a spiritual guidance here. So although he may not know who to trust, he may be fearful, he may have a lot of people pushing him and weighing him, especially when you're looking at people with money and influence. But the universe, God got his back. So I think that's a very interesting read. I really do. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at there. I'm going to leave it there. All right, guys. So as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And I just wanted to let you know that for those who don't know me, I'm Nina. I've been doing tarot cards for over 30 years, and I love it, and I believe in it. And for those who are returning, thank you so much for being a real friend. I appreciate it. So until the next time, guys. Cheerio. Take care.